Welcome in, everyone. I hope you guys are doing great wherever you're watching from today. We have an interesting update with the reports of American fighter jets being scrambled to intercept Russian aircraft off the coast of America. That's right. We have more details, including actual photos of the incident that shows the amount of power both sides were bringing to a very clear escalation amid heightened tensions across the globe, specifically with the United States, with Russia, Ukraine, and NATO. You guys know all about it, but this is pretty neat, pretty cool update. I know that you guys will find it just as interesting as I did when I saw it pop up. But before we get into it, as always, please make sure to like and subscribe. Totally free, costs you absolutely nothing at all, and is a huge boost to the channel. I did just break 200,000 subscribers, so thank you very much to everyone who played a role in that. As I always say, you guys are just as big a part of this as I am, so I thank you very much. Comment below, do you want to see Russian jets, Russian bombers get shot down if they violate airspace? Let me know in the comments below. We're getting some good debates going, which is always a ton of fun to see. Always a ton of fun to see you guys chop it up. Hit that bell, all notifications turned on. You won't miss a single thing. And then right here, Instagram, David_Hookstead, X, D Hookstead. That's where you can find me on social media. My DMs are open. So if you have some information or tips you want me to check out, please fire away there. Or if you just want to say hello, that's great too. I'm very responsive. So please feel like you can reach out at any time. Now let's get into it. As we've been tracking here on the channel, we're in a pretty dicey situation with Russia at the moment, and it all obviously stems back from the war in Ukraine. Russia has sent drones into multiple different NATO airspace countries. Those drones have been shot down. Poland had to scramble NATO aircraft to shoot down a drone. I don't know if invasion or attack would be the right word, but Russia sent drones into Polish airspace. They were promptly and quickly shot down. Then they went into Romanian airspace. All hell broke loose there. But the biggest escalation of them all was when they sent multiple MiG-31 fighter jets into Estonian airspace. Estonia, of course, is part of NATO. So they directly sent their aircraft for 12 minutes into NATO airspace. They invaded NATO airspace. That is a clear violation. And then they scrambled NATO aircraft to push them out. As I've said multiple times, 12 minutes is a lifetime for something like that. If those planes wanted to cause serious damage, it's unclear what weapons they were armed with at the time. But if they wanted to cause serious damage, 12 minutes would be a lifetime to do it. So NATO better get it together. As I covered in a video on Friday, September 26th, I'm also filming this on Friday, September 26th. There was also an incident off the coast of Alaska involving multiple Russian aircraft, and then U.S. fighter jets were scrambled to go ahead and intercept those aircraft as well. Again, major escalation. Not the first time something like that has happened, but clearly not a good situation. So we have some details of that incident. I did briefly talk about this in the video I released the morning of Friday, September 26th, but at the time we didn't have all the information we have now. So we're going to share it here for you all. This comes directly from NORAD. It says NORAD detects and tracks Russian aircraft operating in the Alaskan Air Defense Identification Zone. The North American Aerospace Defense Command, NORAD, detected and tracked two Tu-95s and two Su-35s. The Tu-95 is a massive bomber capable of launching nukes, dropping nukes. The Su-35 is one of Russia's more advanced fighter jets, still not even anywhere near as close to what the United States has. But for them, that's what they have. Operating in the Alaskan Air Defense Identification Zone, ADIZ, on September 24, 2025. So that would be Wednesday. NORAD responded with an E-3, 4 F-16s, and 4 KC-135 tankers to positively identify and intercept in the Alaskan ADIZ. The Russian military aircraft remained in international airspace and did not enter American or Canadian sovereign airspace. So the 12 miles off your coast, that's considered your territory. I believe, if I'm wrong on that, correct me in the comments below, but your defense zone can go all the way out to 200 miles into the ocean. So the Russian aircraft entered the defense zone, but did not enter actual U.S. airspace. That is a key thing to keep in mind. There's a difference there. You can enter the defense zone without actually entering another country's airspace. So what they're doing is they're poking and prodding to see what the United States is going to do. That's the game they're playing. And ADIZ begins where sovereign airspace ends, and it is a defined stretch of international airspace that requires the ready identification of all aircraft in the interest of national security. NORAD employs a layered defense network of satellites, ground-based and airborne radars, and fighter aircraft to detect and track aircraft and inform appropriate actions. NORAD remains ready to employ a number of response options in defense of North America. So that's what we have from that. Now I'm going to throw this up on the screen. This is the actual photos of the incident. So in this photo, what you see here closest to you, that is the F-16. That is the American aircraft. What you see right below it, that would be the Su-35. That is the Russian fighter jet, I believe. And then right up here out front, that is the Tu-95 Russian bomber. So that's what that photo shows. It says right here on September 24th, NORAD fighters aircraft positively identified, tracked, and intercepted Russian military aircraft through the Alaskan Air Defense Identification Zone in international airspace over the Bering Sea west of Alaska. Right here, bottom of the screen, that is your F-16. That is your American aircraft. That is what you are looking at. You are looking at the American fighter jet. And then at the top of the screen right there, you are looking at the Su-35, the Russian fighter jet. Again, here you've got the F-16, bottom of the screen. Russian fighter jet right above it. You can see it is armed. I repeat, it is armed. You can see the missiles on the Russian aircraft right there. That little white, it might be a little hard, but it's right there. And then right above it, again, you have the Tu-95 bomber. Here we have Russian fighter jet is behind the bomber in the picture. Russian bomber, big red star, American F-16 right there. You can see. So for those of you who don't know what the T-95 is, it is the Tupolev T-95. I'm going to go ahead and throw this up on the screen. So this is what it looks like. You can see it right here. It is a big bomber. It is a huge bomber. That is the cockpit of the bomber. More interior. So that's a good looking photo of it. That's what it is. That's a great photo of it. You can see the size of this. They are massive, massive planes. A little bit of history. Introduced in 1956 and is obviously still being used to this day. Let me see now. Let me get you the Su-35. That would be this. So right there. This is your Su-35. And the Su-35 was first built in 1987 through 1995. Then again in 2007. I'm sorry. Am I on the right? Yep. The Su-35 came into production, according to this, to 2007, introduced officially in 2014, first flew in 2008. So go ahead and pull that off the screen for you now. So again, guys, we are in a very heightened state of tension. We are intercepting Russian bombers on our doorstep, off our coast. We're intercepting Russian fighter jets on our doorstep, off our coast. What the Russians are doing is they are trying to signal strength of their own. They are trying to test us. They are trying to intimidate us. Again, these planes did not enter U.S. airspace, because if they entered U.S. airspace, they would have been shot down immediately. Immediately, they would have been shot down without hesitation. So we've got to be crystal clear about what's going on here. They are testing us. They are testing our response times. We cannot back down. We cannot let a foreign country to fly fighter jets anywhere near us. Definitely not inside our airspace. And if they get inside our defense zone, we have to scramble jets to intercept them. We have to make it known to the Russians. If you play this stupid game, we will crush you. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. We are not going to be intimidated. We are not going to let you fly your aircraft around us. We are not going to let you push us around. If you try this, we will stop you. We will confront you wherever we need to. That's the reality of the situation. And that is the posture the United States is taking, which is the exact posture we should be taking. But I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think about the U.S. scrambling fighter jets to intercept the Russian bombers, intercept the Russian fighter jets? Let me know in the comments below. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Totally free, cost you nothing at all. Huge, huge, huge boost to the channel. Hit that notifications bell. All notifications turned on. You won't miss a thing. And then right here, Instagram, David_Hookstead, X, D Hookstead. That's where you can find me online. DMs are open. Send me information you got. I'll see you all next.